What's goody? What's good? It's your girl Jasmine Jones, aka Jasmine Uncut, helping you find your voice and fund your dreams, transforming you in all areas of your life from wealth to health. And I am so happy and grateful to be here with you guys. This is the first time I've ever done a visual podcast with like my audio and stuff like that, which this podcast is not going to just be just visual and audio. It'll probably have a lot of just audios too. So make sure you're subscribed to the podcast. But I just want to say thank you for everyone that has inspired me to actually do this podcast, because I am someone who just is a behind the scenes type person. So for those of you who don't know this about me, I am an audio engineer, podcast producer, TikTok creator. Go follow me on TikTok. Follow all my socials at Jasmine Uncut. Duh. Um, but I just finished up my time at Creators Hub this past weekend. Which if you don't know what that event is, it is a legendary event, is what it is. It's my second year. It's only been around for 2 years now. But I had gone to this event. Fun fact, I'll tell you the whole little story. I I had gone to this event last year for the first time, and it was the first of the events or whatever. And I had went on a whim. One of my business partners and friends, she told me about this event and how awesome it would be, and how just how the whole thing was going down. And I was like, wait, there's going to be an event for creators. And it wasn't like any other type of creator event that's out there. And I was like, you know what? I've never been to a creator event, for one. I'm always going to sales and business and entrepreneurship and trading and crypto and all that kind of stuff, those type of events. So I'm like, let me go to this type of event, And I will tell you, if I had to, and I've said this several times, if I had to, I've worked so many different events as an audiovisual specialist and stuff. If I had to close my eyes and picture like what my dream event would look like, it literally would be this event, high key. And I'm not just saying that because, I want to be besties with Icon, even though I love Icon, but I'm saying this because truly, that event changed my life. I went there being the behind the scenes girl to so many different projects, to the next year being a host at the event and being in front of the scenes, and now being a TikTok creator, and now literally freaking being on the internet with a video and all this other stuff. Like, it's life changing. When you go to an event, you don't understand how an event can change your life. It changes the people that you surround yourself with, your new network, give you new ideas to think from, and also give you direction and gives you the information that you need to succeed. And the reason why this event is not like any other event is because it's like an even playing field, if you will. Because sometimes when you go to other events, like you have like other creators put up on a pedestal based off of like how many subscribers or followers or whatever they have. And it's like, not here. Here, everyone wants to collaborate. Everyone wants to, work together. Everyone wants to help each other. And I think that type of energy and building that type of community is so important. So important. And, I think that's what really will change the game, and has already changed the game in the industry. And so this year was completely like on a whole nother freaking level. Red carpets and all. The gala was freaking awesome. I got to also spearhead the podcasting section of the gala. Like, I was just so in my element. And if you don't know this about me, I used to have a radio show and stuff like that. I used to do a lot of interviews. I used to have a podcast doing like all electronic EDM stuff and all that kind of stuff. And my radio show was that too. And like, I really wanted to go in that route with my career, to be real with you. And then it just didn't happen that way. After COVID and everything like that, kind of just deviated to just doing business things, because I kind of really love being an entrepreneur. I love having, just flexibility in my own time and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to do that when COVID hit and all that stuff. And I had a okay, I had so, I heard something in the hallway, but I had such a hard time getting a job. Like I couldn't I couldn't get a job when I got out of college and everything like that. And so I had already started this business and everything, which if you guys want a whole video on how I started my first company when I was homeless and da 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 da, I will do that, but not right now. But yeah, like I had just, took a different route, and I don't regret the route because I learned a lot, but there's still, I still would have loved to be in that space. And who knows, you might see me still in that space, but doing my own thing. But yeah, like I had ended up just being a brand manager, doing social media, and for companies, and doing more corporate-y things, and then doing more tech-based things. And then I just slowly just kind of went away from me being at the forefront of anything and just being behind stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I still love it. I love being behind the scenes. But I realized that I was unhappy at some point along the journey, because I genuinely love asking people questions and interviewing them and all those different things. And I was like, I'm not really doing what I really love. And like I love being an audio engineer and doing stuff like that, but I was like, but you really, really love interviewing, and you really, really love like creating and stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to do this. I really want to do this. And I had that thought after the first Creators Fest. I really want to do this. And leading up to this Creators Fest, which I think like in January, halfway through, all of this, I had created a vision board, and on my vision board I had put that I wanted to do social media and stuff like that as one of my things. So leading up to Creators Hub, it was crazy that I decided I was going to be a TikTok creator. I decided that I was going to create and do all these things, and then I just was like, you know what? I don't really have time for this, because I was just busy. I also play rugby, by the way. So we had tournaments and this and that, and I just didn't have time. And so then I get hurt at one of my rugby tournaments, and I'm currently in a boot. And I had to go and have surgery and the whole thing. And it gave me time. Like, I know that sometimes things happen in our life and we're like, this sucks, and I'm not going to say that my leg, being fractured. I have a dislocated ankle, torn ligaments, and a high fracture into my knee. But, it sounds bad, but I finally had sleep that I needed. I needed rest for sure, because I was running myself ragged. But I actually had time to create, and that's the only reason why I've been able to do the things that I've been able to do, because I've had an ample amount of time to just sit and create and create and create. And so the time that this past weekend happened with Creators Hub, I was in a place where I'm like, I feel way more comfortable being in front of the camera. I feel way more comfortable than I did before, with asking questions and just being creative. And I had already done my TikTok thing, so I don't care. Like, once you start really like doing content and not caring what anyone else thinks, that's when you have your breakthrough. And I had that breakthrough. So then I go to Creators Hub this year and network with so many amazing individuals, and have this whole quantum leap. And that's the reason why, that's how we got to this part to where I'm talking to you guys. And hopefully, this inspires someone else that might have just been a producer or just an audio editor, or just, you're behind the scenes, you're just doing, stuff for other people, I think there's a bug over there, but okay. Sorry. That was gross. I don't like bugs. Okay. So, anyways, what was I saying? Yeah. So creators hub. If you've never been, definitely go next year. If you're someone who wants to be a creator, who wants to also be an entrepreneur, because the whole point of the event is also to help creators not just know how to create, but also to be entrepreneurs and to make money in the space. Because there's a lot of people that have huge followings that you would not believe they don't make any money, or they make next to nothing, and it's supposed to help people, be able to make money doing the thing that they love. And so that's why I stand behind it. And also it helps entrepreneurs learn how to make content as well. So it's a hand in hand thing. You have people from TikTok, YouTube, and Shopify there. You had High Level there. You had different agencies there, podcasters there. So I highly recommend going to something like that if you are someone who, just invest in yourself. Like, a lot of people will pop bottles and, do all that kind of stuff, and buy Gucci, Louis, whatever, and they're not even willing to invest in their future, their time, their brain, their network. And your network is your net worth, and that's way more valuable. So I highly, highly recommend. And but yeah, that event changed the way that I want to do content, the way that I want to show up, the way that I also want to help other people. I genuinely love helping people. It's something that it's like one thing. For instance, I have my whole fitness journey, and I have my whole entire thing is like transformation. Like, I guess you could say, like, my brand identity, personal brand identity is transformation, because I've been able to go from being homeless, working 3 jobs and all this stuff, to someone that is an entrepreneur, and I've lost 95 pounds, and got out of toxic situations and was able to change my mindset and all those things. But like, I feel like the thing about social media is like, I was posting on social media to hold myself accountable originally, with my fitness journey and just my journey in general. And then all of a sudden I have messages from people emailing me or emailing me, DMing me, saying how inspired they were by my journey and how it helped them lose weight, helped them change their mindset, helped them start businesses, helped them do all these different things. And I'm just like sitting there like, wow. And I don't know. It's just, for me to lose 95 pounds, awesome. Huge achievement for myself, right? But when I hear someone else tell me that they lost 30 pounds because they were inspired by me losing weight, I like almost want to cry. So that's the reason why I started really taking this content game seriously. And I want to take you guys on that journey with me. That is the whole point of this podcast, this channel, this, whatever. Like, I want to take you guys on that journey, and I want to also, have fun with it, teach you guys things, whatever it is that I know, and then bring you guys information that maybe I don't know, but we want to learn together. I think is really important. Knowledge is power. And I think that also the greatest gift you can give to someone is knowledge, period. Yeah, like, so yeah, I'm gonna post this. It's gonna be cringe. It's gonna be awkward. It's gonna be weird. But you know what? One of the things I posted on TikTok today was like, literally, it's gonna be cringe. It's gonna be weird. But you know what? I embrace my cringiness. I embrace my weird, because who cares? Like, I make fun of myself way more than other people make fun of me, I promise. And I just do it because life is too serious. Okay, or not too serious, but life is too short to be too serious. And I used to be a 10-year plan girl, and I realized that after burying a lot of, not to get all like depressing or anything, but like after burying so many of my friends and like my father and, you know, family members and stuff like that, I realized that we're just on this floating rock and we should just experience everything that we can. And we're all just figuring life out together, you know? So yeah, experience all that you can. And so I want to take you guys on the journey, and wherever this journey leads and wherever it takes us, let's go. Like, let's just freaking go outside. You feel me? Like, so, but yeah, I wanted to have this as my first video, I guess, you know, really sharing what we're going to do next. And I hope that this inspires you to take action in your life, and hit that subscribe button if you like me. If you don't like me, I'm sorry. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. I was saying though that I make fun of myself more than other people. And it's because I like having fun. Don't just do this life thing and be lighthearted. Take your goals serious. I take my goals mad serious, but like, be a little lighthearted about the whole thing, and don't be too hard on yourself. Perfection, there's no such thing. Don't worry about it. And if you're worried about putting your content out there and it being completely perfect, it's not going to be completely perfect. Okay. But who cares? Who freaking cares? Just say what you got to say and click the button and put it out there and let it just be done with it, you know? So, but yeah, feel free to follow me on all my social media at Jasmine Uncut. And I'm on Snapchat, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, obviously. And I can't wait to see you guys next time.